Hey neighbors, how's it going today? We are going to be playing as Korea today in Crusader Kings 3, and I'm going with kind of a martial focus. No surprise, martial is my favorite way to play. So let's have some fun with this, and I'm kind of still learning the All Under Heaven DLC, so bear with me. I know a lot of people got it down, but I'm kind of still learning as I go. Alright, so I went with a custom character with Korea, and this is the build I went with. Let's go through it. Eccentric, I always typically take. That's plus 20% monthly lifestyle experience, can go a long way. It's only 15 points, really easy. Zealous for a little extra piety and martial. Wrathful for extra martial, and Dread also goes really well with punishing people and being irritable. Brilliant strategist as well to get that monthly lifestyle experience, extra martial. Aspiring Blade Master, so we can get even more prowess. Organizer, because it's really easy to level up because you just have to be moving, and it really stacks well. With the quicker you can get to a fight, the quicker you can get some campaigns over with. Hail, because we want to eventually start inheriting that. Same with Giant as well, gain those prowess bonuses. The small boast counters the minor penalty the health gets with Giant, and has to looter, and so we can actually attend tournaments and get even stronger. Alright, let's look for some courtiers. We want to start having some kids. Okay, let's see how our wife is. She's decent. She's not anything fancy. And we want to make sure we seduce and romance all the wives. We want to have as many kids as possible because we do have primogeniture law, so everything's inherited to our eldest anyways. Let's take a look at our court. Artifacts. Nice. Exotic dagger is nice. Imperial seal as well. These two are kind of underwhelming, so I kind of just sell it so I can have the extra funds. Alright, let's see what decisions we can get. Just go for the court grandeur. What is this guy good at? Let's take a look at his stats. Okay, he would be a decent knight and master of horse. But when you're making these decisions, back out and make sure, see if you can have anyone better. I can't have someone better, so there's no reason in taking him. Minus 150, and then Scylla in my culture get 5%. Alright, let's take a look here. Scylla is one I want to unite with. It's going to take a long time. So 150 just to get a nice little jump on it is nice. Because you can eventually get really good archers. Let me show you here. Gatgong archers, they can counter skirmishers, heavy cavalry, and handgunners as well. Good in hills, mountains, forests, and terrace hills as well. Let me show you the culture we went with. We handpicked this one. It's also nearby inside of Korea. This is kind of their martial pick. It has Belko, so you're going to get the extra prowess, mid-arms maintenance reduction costs, recruitment cost reduction, and also you'll have a martial court. Martial admiration, so the martial education traits are valued more often. More knights, more accolade glory. Warriors by merit, so knights gain Aspiring Blade Master traits more often in battles, plus that prowess per level of fame really helps out. Even more accolade glory gain, plus 10, so we got plus 20. Castle Keepers, castle encounters this culture provide additional 5 defender holding advantage per holding level. Not really going to utilize that much. Rule of this culture gain prestige and renown from castle holdings. I'm going to build castles anyways because I'm military. Architect trait, not really going to go for it. Rulers of this culture are more likely to construct castle holdings. And just makes them also a little expensive as well. Culture primacy makes learning education traits in the scholar trait. Also give culture fascination progress. Learning is going to be kind of our backup. It won't be our main, so we might get some use out of this. But it also makes creating a hybrid culture require a lot more culture acceptance, which can be frustrating. But we get a little bit more piety per legitimacy level and extra lifestyle experience. Xenophilic makes it that we can have tribute missions to visit the Han culture to get Silk Road innovations. Alright, we're not the head right now, so there's nothing to do there. In regards to lifestyle, I always typically go chivalry focus first for the extra advantage, since we are going to be leading our armies. Alright, we're only starting off with some horsemen, so nothing fancy there, but we're going to get lots of men-at-arms from our governors, because we do start as a merocratic government. Kowtow to Tang, this can help with fascinations later down the road, but if us being martial, I'm not sure how much we'll use it. Invite champions later on when I want to fill the champions training tournament as well to perform us even better. Alright, so I got tea ceremony as well, so I can reduce my stress. And I always want to be notified when I can join a grand tournament. And also it's going to cost treasury for tournaments as well, not your own personal gold. If we go into our estate, we got a tea garden, which is nice for reducing stress. Sentry tower is kind of... It's meh. It really is meh, like, easily be replaced, but I don't really mess with my king estate until I in a more secured empire, and a lot of my personal funds can start going to my estate. As of now, not really going to focus on it. Alright, let's take a look here. We want someone excellent as our master of horse. And we don't have anyone good enough to be our champion yet. Always want good or higher. Anyone below, I don't really care. Alright, we got excellent tutor here. Personal physician, I don't mind being average. It's not a big deal to me. And I like getting these nice little extra experience gains. And I'll switch to educate children once I actually start having some kids. I don't want to take too many positions because we do need to save some of our treasury. And we'll eventually get better bodyguards. Alright, we're making a lot of decisions here. We could do a coronation, or we could start building up our armies because it does require personal funds. Kind of want to hold off on getting bowmen, because I eventually want to get the special archers from the culture blend we're going to do, which let me do that as well. And then that's with the Scylla. Promote culture acceptance. Just to make it a little bit faster so I can get those really nice archers. And any possible innovations we might blend together. Alright, let's take a look, see if there's anything we've forgotten to do before we start. How much can she help me? I'll let her overall assist. Have some decent influence. I typically always want train commanders just to improve my men-at-arms. I always eventually want to have it that my men-at-arms are so much better. Ooh, look, I didn't pay attention. I was clicking promote culture. I meant to do promote culture acceptance. That could have been really bad. See, attention to detail, y'all. Now, yearly change, yearly gain, plus 2%. That can really help out. Because I really need those archers, so I can do what I'm going to do here. Alright, let's go through this. This is our house aspiration. So it kind of changes at what you start with. Because we're military, it's going to start with honor. So max out, hosting the hunt activity costs treasury instead of our personal funds, which is really, really good. Getting us the prestige so we can declare more wars. It also provides merit when we do hunts. Personal movement power, I'm still learning about personal movement power. I can't speak a lot on it. All house members, men-at-arm maintenance, maximum men-at-arm regiments, extra advantage, more monthly military budget, and more size of men-at-arm regiments. Kind of becoming really tall, and speaking of tall, I think I'm just going to develop. We're going to get more than enough culture acceptance. I think developing is going to be much more important with this, because it's going to be like kind of a tall martial empire. I think we've done everything we can. We have schemes going. Alright, and then whenever you have everything set up, make sure you hit the setup button. Sorry, save and then type setup. Korea military setup. Okay, and our military is going to be building. Have one turn. Our knights are going to be filled up. It's going to take a minute for our military to also stack up. We want to start taking pieces of Balhae, the little piece here, and then this duchy here to establish our empire, and then eventually start taking these little naval counties as well once we have the influence for it. Don't really. Can we afford it? Can't really afford anything right now due to our low prestige. So let's see here. What can we spend on? And we have a lot of forestry locations within our main duchy. That's why we're also going to be going with the archer builds. Right now we're kind of saving our treasury for later. So we're going to see how that goes. We have siege crossbows already. We don't really need to spend men-at-arms spaces on getting siege weapons because our governors are going to do it for us. But we're most likely going to be doing a like bowman, pikeman sort of mix. I don't see any pikemen. And I kind of want to wait to get bowmen until way later in the game. Light horsemen are always really good just to get that nice pursuit damage. But I'm really going to focus on bowmen. We're going to let time pass, see how our military develops here. Okay, what decision do we have? Okay, what do you have? He's good at diplomacy. Alright, we'll go ahead and take you. Okay, our scheme's going really well. Became the culture head. And this is a meritocracy. I only want the best of the best. That's all that matters. And we're the culture head now, so let's take a look here. Our plenary assemblies is currently our fascination. That way we can get down to 27 years. We don't really get much out of it though, sadly. Do want to get banners. That's going to take 50 years. So maybe we can learn both of them together. I know a lot of people want to rush one at a time. But I really want to get banners. Let's see how our military is developing. We are getting some nice archers, but I am noticing we're not getting any pikemen. And pikemen are kind of important if you're going to be doing archer builds as well. So I'm going to invest some of my personal funds to getting some pikemen. And let that fill up. And it's kind of a waiting game here because we're waiting till we can get enough prestige and influence. Ooh, hold on, I almost forgot. Inspections and local examination. While we're waiting, we can go ahead and knock out a local examination here. And always pick favoritism because it can give us some renown as well. Exams are constantly have to be done by your house to get governorships. Alright, let's notify when we could do a hunt and a grand tournament as well. Because we're going to be doing a lot of these things, kind of learning as we go. And it's also nice that those events don't require any of our personal funds. Alright, gotta take some time here. Our army is building nice up, so we're the only ones supplying pikemen, so that's interesting. We did get the university, so it is gonna be nice to hold this. We inherited that, luckily. So I'm definitely going to be holding on to that. Assembly waits, that's going to get us the influence we need to expand. Also, it gives us a little bit of renown hosting the examination. Alright, I don't want to spend too much money. I want to keep some saved up. We're going to hold off on the coordination for later on. Wait for this to pass by, and we should have enough influence and prestige by then to start doing some expanding. Playing slow, little by little, but eventually we're going to get really, really powerful. And I typically play the game slow, 3x or slower, unless I really am trying to rush something. Because it's very important that you play these games extremely slow. I know it's not the most entertaining, but it's very important. Look at this. 60 extra influence, 83 legitimacy, and extra prestige, and we start to become recognized. So those little events are important. Okay, so let's take a look. We're at 219 prestige. 165 influence. So we're going to start expanding to these naval colonies first as our forces start to build up here. Also like to revoke these appointments here. Can I do it right now? I can. He has no choice because it gives us some extra treasury to hold on to. And this is going to make my pikemen stronger. And we're really going to be developing in this duchy and then have a couple specific buildings that we want to hold on to. Mostly the main economy ones, having the university, the port, and the fortress. But as a meritocratic government, you have to hold on to the duchies, so our public order is always going to be a little bit below. But since we're martial, that's not going to be a problem, because we want rebellions to happen so we can revoke people from those positions, so our family can be candidates for those positions. So really, like, not fully focused on a duchy, but like really trying to get those main lucrative special buildings. Okay, let's raise all here. Alright, let's bring our forces over to take this duchy as well. There is a special temple building that you can get over here. Alright, it doesn't give a lot, but extra knight effectiveness is also really helpful. Also, I didn't talk about the faith really at all. I went with Mu simply because a lot of the holy sites are all in our area already. So you get extra monthly lifestyle experience, more prestige, different faith opinion, popular opinion, extra legitimacy, holding taxes in mountains. That way, like, it's really easy to just reform and get that fervor with having all the temple holdings in one location, unlike Buddhists where it's all over the place. Alright, our forces are heading over. Always just leave train commanders on. That way we can make our knights even better. And these naval counties are really, really simple to defeat. Nice. And we want to make lovers so we can make tons of babies. And martial overall is just a huge experience. Oh, and you can make extra gold by allowing a lot of these other smaller factions to raid people you know. Who's this guy? He doesn't really give me anything. Just get a wheat hook and he'll just be a part. He's not really good at anything, but I'm like, hey, might as well. Instead of having him just waste away in there. We do have a warlike court, don't we? We do. Which will eventually increase the court because it only costs treasury, not your personal gold like other empires. Alright, that siege is going to take a little bit. And this is why I tell you, like, hey, do 3x while you're waiting for these things. It gives you time to refocus on other stuff that needs to be happening in your empire. Is this guy any good? Armory's now a nursery. I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah, we're kind of saving on treasury. We're not really building up. I'm not really going to build up on my settlements until I get the cities that I want. That way I can buff, like, the archers. That's going to be the main thing. Alright, so that's going to be a plains. Where's the other really big one here? Mid-arms damage, station siege weapon effectiveness. This one I can pass on. It's the other ones that I want, the lucrative ones, for the extra tax, naval speed and our cost, holding taxes, this holding. Yeah, that's extra plus 3 gold a month. That's really good to have. And I'm going to keep an eye on this guy to revoke his last county. So I'll just have all the counties inside my duchy. Alright, so we cannot ransom. Let me recruit you. And I guess I'll go ahead and recruit you. And boom! And we get extra influence as we expand, letting us expand even further. Alright, we're a little bit above our domain limit because we didn't really focus on stewardship at all. So we really got to think about, do we really need this building? Extra holding tax. Some stewardship would have been helpful, but we're kind of leading into going full military. So let's manage our domain just so we can hold on to a little bit more. That's eventually going to go back to normal. And then eventually all these guys break apart, all their alliances, and then we can start taking everything. So let's go take this other naval county while we wait. Don't have enough prestige yet, do we? But we do have enough. Just using it as a regular and not owning it. Oh, a little expensive to like sail, but we got to get these naval counties so we can eventually get that empire. Interesting, I'm not leading these armies at all. Oh, because he's way better. So what can I hold then while he's away? Inspection's good if you're running like a steward build and you have this. Let me show you. Let me turn these off. I'm not going to do them as marshal. So if you have integrity, completing the inspection activity provides gold and temporary government increase, and it really starts to compound. But the inspection ability is not that great until as the other ones, so it becomes really small. Alright, so we are low on prestige, so I'm thinking we can do a hunt. If that's the case, we need to do a master of the hunt here. Make our hunts a little bit easier. Mountains no holding, and then we could just do one in our own personal holding. How much more prestige? Much more prestige. We need a lot more. So we need to slay this beast. 263, not extremely expensive. Our success chance is really down. I'm kind of glad someone had more advantage than me, so I can actually attend these hunts and everything. Let me need to have a caravan master. Always like to improve their skills because it's typically a champion. Don't have any children yet, so we can leave this be. And I'm gonna pick her because she has similar. Well, let's look at our faith. Virtues. Those virtues aren't strong, so I'm going to encourage competition. Alright. First thing I do is Ballum Justum whenever I'm getting perks, because that makes it that it costs way less prestige, so we can expand faster. And we don't have to wait for prestige as much. Alright, we're very quickly going to take over that naval county. We have a prisoner taken. Just negotiate releases. And have them be a part of our community. Just assimilating everyone in. And hopefully we can get an heir soon. Okay, let's see here. Let's go for a wolf. Okay, what do I do here? I don't really care about the faith. I really care about getting that victory, getting the extra prestige so we can expand. Ooh, there is a chance to get some extra prestige, but I really want to win this hunt. Alright, let's go after this. Alright, someone missed archer shot. Oh, that's a shame. Dang, sadly we failed. We should have rolled for the extra prestige. But even failing, you get 41 legitimacy, 225 prestige. Really impressive, so it's worth it. See, now we're going to be able to expand. How are we on champions? We have some decent ones. I am going to invite some over to see if we can get some better ones as well. And I say let's plan a tournament. Ooh, we can have one at our university. And I always typically like to level foot first. So contest calls. I want to participate in this contest. And we're going to keep things kind of even. Who do I want as my champion? So by prowess. I don't really have a lot of champions here. And I simply just want to win. Also take in consideration, we can make some stops along the way to make some XP. Like over here, we stop at this fortress, we can get some XP. And then stop by here. Get some stewardship experience. And that should be it. Hire some mountaineers. What's some other areas we're going to run into? The wetlands as well. Triumph. We're not going to do anything special. Just a normal tournament. You see, that's way too expensive. It's already expensive as is. And we'll go ahead and hold it. Start the grand tournament. Nice. And we'll head on over. And I like this. Hey, I can actually attend all of the everything. I can attend like everything and still have people expand. And if we really are having some issues, I can partake in the war as well. Because I'm also not leveling my organizing. The main wars, like dealing with Balhae, I'll kind of take hold. But all these minor ones, I'm not really going to bother. I have more important things to be doing. We're not... How long do I keep this? This is going to be good later on when I'm actually... Ooh, extra prestige. Sweet. Even more martial experience. Ooh, he's really, really good. And we have more guests arriving to participate in the tournament. Alright, another one of my concubines is a lover. Why can't I make her a lover? Oh, because I'm traveling. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so what can I do while I'm traveling then? Can I learn another language? I can at least go and learn Japanese. And then we have another colony that we can take over. Alright, we're going to disband. Alright, take a look at our prisoners. Who's this? And we can ransom them for 50 gold. Really good stuff. Nice, and look, we're gaining prestige as guests arrive as well. We're going to have it slowed down so we can participate in the locales. If you go too fast, you're not going to be able to participate in a lot of these places. Okay, what was it? 19 days. Okay, we're getting a lot more prestige. Jeez, that gets a lot of prestige. I didn't realize how passively I would get a lot of prestige from that. Getting some extra treasury. Just take a look at a couple things real quick. Don't really need to expand on anything. I'm really glad we had the university. Okay, let's visit the tourney grounds. My score's already pretty good. But make it even higher. We have 3 months until it begins. We're going to try and specially attend stuff, personally. The treasury's fine. We're not really spending a lot of money. We're going to be saving it. Alright, more guests arriving. And hopefully we can get some nice footman experience. Hold on, we're already 18. Ooh, we're finally going to get a pregnancy. Alright, that's going to be good for 90 days. That's going to reduce stress. County control. Or do I want to wait for the tourney grounds? Alright, who's Yang Yi? Okay, he's decent. Okay, he did join my court. Sweet, perfect. Alright, so we can check the tourney grounds one more time. Okay, let's see here. Unite score increased moderately. But I'd rather give the extra experience as well. Can I visit this locale again for 30 days? And it's 20 days until anything else. So we've attended everything we could. Ooh, even the Emperor of Japan is attending our tournament. That's really good stuff. Alright, qualified for the duel contests. Champion didn't qualify. That's okay. Okay, let's see here. No, we're not going to sabotage. Alright, let's see here. Alright, you can join us. He's not really doing anything. Must remember my training. Alright, did I get a victory? Yes, we won this round. Huzzah! Huzzah! Alright, on to the next duel. Alright, let's play it safe. Okay. Do a prowess and martial check. Another victory? Yes! Huzzah! Huzzah! Alright, on to the next one. Ooh, she's really messed up. Oh, if it reduces my stress, why not? Ooh, and I wounded her. Alright, martial and prowess check. Do we get another victory? Huzzah! Nice, we got another baby on the way. Have any shown up yet? Not yet. Nice, we won, to no surprise. Gained some prestige, a little bit of gold. Gained gifted duelist for 5 years. Prowess per level of fame. More experience, gain. Nice, really good stuff. And we're getting better knights as well. Yeah, our military is going to be extremely good. Ooh, and we got some really good armor. 600 prestige. More experience in foot. Increase your legitimacy level to recognized. Nice, so we're going to become even stronger as well. Let's take a look at our experience. Went up a little in horse and wit. Foot's starting to go up. The main reason I want to do foot is because you get that max size of men-at-arm regiments and extra knights towards the end here. Let's save here so there's not any crashing or anything. I'll be disappointed. But huzzah! We won! Alright, so we got a decent amount of gold now. We got treasury. And we got plenty of prestige to expand. So our character's gonna work his way back. Let's start increasing. I'm not sure about increasing our light horsemen. I might really start focusing on pikemen and bowmen. And I'll get bowmen once I get Scylla to hybridize with us, which we can probably get soon after we get our very first empire. Are these guys still? They still are allied. But we have a decent amount of men-at-arms, and our champions are also extremely strong. So I think we're going to be doing okay. We're on our way back right now. Don't want to do the coronation just yet until we are a lot more secured and powerful. Oh, I had down 2x. Back to 3. Huzzah, we've returned! Alright, a lot more learning experiences. I'm going to head down the gallant tree so we can get stronger and more effective knights, because we already have siege weapons, so we're doing okay. Don't have the traveler choice yet. Alright, and we're going to save right here, and we're going to start beginning our expanding against Balhae, so we can start getting that sweet, sweet empire. How's our gold? 151, not terrible. He's building anything. I'm waiting for this guy to start building something, and then I'll revoke his stuff to get free money. Alright, here we go. We are at a point where we can actually start declaring wars now. I know we were learning the Japanese language, but we do need to focus on making these kids. Are we back yet? Oh, it says she's traveling for some reason. So let's focus on getting some romancing it. Getting some nice sweet prestige. We are having a ridiculous amount of prestige now. Let's take a look at our military. Doing fairly well. That's getting a little more expensive here. But we do need to start expanding little by little. All these guys are still allied. How's our military forces? And we do have a decent amount of knights as well. I really want to get bowmen, but I kind of want to wait so we can get those special archers. Especially since it costs so much of our personal funds and we're not utilizing treasury. So let's think about the decisions we can make here. That's still going to be filling up. So let's save real quick, and then we're going to go after this small little county first and try to see if we can hold them off. We got to make sure we don't let them bait us into any defensive mountains or defensive hills as well. It's really difficult, but I think we will be okay. Alright, so let's seize this. And raise all of our forces. And then have us leading the pack. We need to make sure we have warhorse grooming, so we are gonna have that extra advantage to help us out here. Ooh, we do have a good champion now. Anything else we want to do? We do want to have some bodyguards so we're not getting as hurt. And to protect us as well from scheming. There's a lot of hills. If you control G, there's a lot of hills and a lot of mountains. So horsemen are not really strong, so I'm not going to be really investing in them. Pikemen are pretty decent, so I will be investing in them as given the terrain and the playstyle we're going to be going. Check the silviculture. Yep, +1 every year. Focusing on developing. Oh, this is our heir, Kang Deok-go. She's a child of concubine, so she's got that -1 diplomacy, but it's not the end of the world for that. Alright, this should be pretty short. Their main force from their allies might be coming down, but we just gotta be really defensive on that. Because they're starting to come back, so I think they see them coming down. Alright, anything else we could be doing? We got the extra advantages from... Alright, let's see. Is this guy good? Oh, he's really decent here. 19, not bad. Alright, you can go ahead and raid. Let's take a look at these knights here. Not the strongest, but still, it's something. Don't think this main force is going to attack us. I think they're just going to lay siege somewhere. Really want to get the extra knights. Knights are extremely strong in the early game and can give you huge advantages in the fight. Let's 3x this. Try to get this siege over with. I'm hoping we can get this done without having to get into major fights. But it looks like their forces are going to be joined together, so we're going to be getting into a fight. Okay, we got a nice giant. Alright, couple more days. Nice, we're doing really well. Let's go ahead and take on the next one. We also got a rebellion of peasants arriving soon, but we should be done with this war since then. And then rebellions are just opportunities if you're martial. If you're anyone else, they're frustrating, but if you're martial, they're simple opportunities. We got 3x. That siege is going to take a little bit of time. Not really sure what the enemy AI is doing. Okay, he's going to lay siege. It's going to be a couple months. Hills, mountains. I don't think I'll be able to intercept him because he's just going to back away into the mountains and hills and have the defensive advantage. Excuse me. Ooh, minus 25% cost for 5 years. That's actually extremely good. So the main thing we're doing is we're trying to get enough land to get the empire. Once we get the empire, our power is going to grow astronomically, and then we're going to get extremely, extremely good. Alright, 16 days, 15 days. So they're going to take a little bit. Yeah, go ahead and raid. Just provide me some of the funds. Ooh, but we can go ahead and get this victory so we don't have to fight these fights. Disband. Alright, I'll just give this to a noble. I don't really want to deal with it, and we don't have any family to give it to. Ooh, I could have gave it to his son. What was I doing? Could have got the renown from it. We all make mistakes, and we have another examination to happen. And then that's just easy renown to get. And let the exam happen. That'll be done by the time we have to deal with this rebellion. Alright, so, and one thing, the empire, you can't just create it, you gotta complete a decision for it. So we're gonna need 8 more counties in order to fulfill this decision, and the acceptance will increase with Scylla as well, an extra 25%. So that's really going to help. So plus 0.6 a year, that's just gonna help us get to it a couple more years early. And considering how it's our focus to get these archers, I think in this situation we can get promote culture acceptance. Because I don't like starting off as Scylla. I could have, that's what it normally does in that position. But I really want the bellicose culture. Yeah, because I would start off ceremonious, and then I wouldn't have the other things I wanted. So I'll eventually get stratified society. And then I can get those men-at-arms that I want, and hopefully have some accolades for them as well. Okay, 1.7 a year, so it's not going to take us incredibly long to get those and to reform our culture and hybridize it. Alright, let's 3x this. Alright, romance game's almost done. Nice. And we're getting tons of prestige. And then we're just going to keep romancing, because even if we lose opinion, That's okay, because we need the prestige. It's really good. Okay, constantly getting the renown, constantly getting influence for these examinations, extra legitimacy, which we're already very low in legitimacy, so it's very important that we build it up. Eventually gonna have to deal with these rabble rebels. And horsemen are really not going to do just simply because terrain. That terrain, even over here, so many hills, so many mountains. Like, horsemen are great, it's just, it's the situation. So we're going to be more of a defensive playstyle this time. Okay, what was a really good one? Prowess, monthly military budget, army movement speed. There was one that gives men-at-arms increase. I think it was pastures. No, I'm pretty sure it was stables, actually. I'm fairly certain it was stables. Barracks as well. Spearman toughness is really good. I'm pretty sure this also has a add-on you can have to increase our capacity. Stables is one. It's just these buildings are so expensive. And we need to save our gold to eventually get archers. He's not building anything yet. Sweet. Prestige, influence, legitimacy. And we could get another hunt if we wanted to. How's our forces? Still kind of building up a little bit. Can we declare war on these guys yet? A little tough. Gonna kind of wait until they break off. We do have superior forces, so I think we're going to go ahead and start a fight with Balhae. And going to swim over to that duchy over there. Alright, we are going to be in charge. And we don't want to cause attrition, so we're just going to take the boats. Or we could take the level 6 one. I'm just a little concerned they're going to win a defensive war there. Alright, more martial experience. And boom, more accolade glory gain. More knight effectiveness, which if you look at our culture, boom, plus 10% glory, plus 10% glory. So we can't make any right now, but once we get an empire, we should be able to get it. So is that still not going down? That's still going to take 48 years. So yeah, we're just going to focus on assemblies and whatever the current fascination is, just so we can knock it out and move on to the next tech level. 18 months to do that. That is really rough. And I forgot about the rebellion. Whoops. Well, looks like we're heading back to do that. I got a little too greedy and forgot about it. That's a shame. Alright, another child. The King Dynasty. But we're going to get over there pretty fast. Let's intercept this enemy army first. Yeah, they put themselves in a really horrible position here. Yep, they got nowhere to go. Oh, we really have a bunch of advantages here. And because we defeated the army in the early phase, we were able to wipe them out completely. So let's go take care of this rebellion. That bought us some time with the war. Ransom when you can. Gold is extremely valuable. Who's this? What can she do? We'll just employ her. And look, a lot of gold. This is why I do Marshal. You can make so much gold just from fighting and having really good opportunities. And then just expands your army so much more. Alright, let's 3x this. We gotta eventually get over here. Wants to make a sculpture. No, we're gonna save on our funds, really focus on developing our military forces. Alright, we're at 29% already. What does it take? And we need 100 to refill it. But I think it was worth starting as the main martial culture with all the benefits I was getting early on. We do have enough gold, so I am going to start getting a lot of the military ones. One of the first things we want to get is stables. Because it has an add-on that does give you men-at-arms, if I recall correctly. I really hope it does. Let's make sure. I mean, anyways, it gives us extra move speed, extra travel speed, so it's a good one overall anyways. And increases our master of horse aptitude. Yeah, I like it. Jeez, I'm having a hard time with the peasants that I was with the other group. Alright, that's one rebellion pacified. And now we can head back. Will they have an enemy army by then? They should not. So we can probably head to go lay siege. We can spend the gold in the treasury to get around those heavy forts. Alright, anything else we can expend? Not now. This guy building anything yet? I'm going to revoke it as soon as he builds something. That's free money. Okay, and then you always typically get a really good knight from these rebellions. And he owes me. Ooh, hold on, I inherited a bunch of stuff. Okay, let's get rid of these hunter lodges. Ooh, perfect. I got the fortress. I got it. Station men-at-arm damage. It's not super strong, but it's still something. It makes one of your men-at-arm regiments really, really tough. Extra garrison, minus danger. It's not that great, actually, now that I'm reading it. You only get plus 20%, plus 15%. Fort level's good. I mean, this would be good on like a really, really hard playstyle if you're getting tall and this one duchy to get really defensive with it. But it's not great. It's not as great as the port, the university, having that. Monthly lifestyle experience. And then this temple is really, really good too. These temples are all really good. Ooh, and trying to hold on to the mines. I'd rather have the money than just a little bit of extra toughness, because the money could just buy more units. Can I grant you anything? I can't grant them anything. So we're going to disseminate this down. We at least got the money from deconstructing that one building, so I'm entirely okay with that. Yeah, we're not really getting anything from this. Yeah. I mean, it's nice, it's a special building, but we're not getting anything from it. Not as much as the other ones. Having the university outright is really helpful. I guess the prestige is way, way lower as you start to spam it. Alright, let's keep seducing. We want a lot of kids. Okay, their forces are already arriving, but we're going to have to probably run after them. So let's just get these sieges in. 9 months. Their sieges are going to be probably better. Excuse me. Yep, 5 months, 9 months. Because their forts are just really, really strong. Can I defeat the force with just that? I don't think so. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it be and just kind of take it. What else can I be doing? I have a lot of prestige, but I'm stuck in the fight. How expensive does this get? It's only 3, but I would have a lot more court grandeur. Yeah, Arms County. Offer guardianship for vassals. Size of men-at-arms regiment. So that's going to be a later issue. Once we get an empire, we'll max out our court. Alright, let's 3x this. Alright, another daughter. We're getting that extra hail. Getting the extra prowess and health throughout our dynasty. Ooh, she's sickly. She might not make it. Ooh, I completely forgot to change to educate children. I lost 2 years of possible bonuses. This you gotta keep in order to get extra skills for your kids. The sound's kind of going in and out, so I'm going to save just in case a crash is going to happen. This game does crash occasionally. And kind of just waiting now. Yeah, they're going to take that first. Oh, give it me even more prestige. We're really going to be able to manage our culture later. Alright, that brought the points down a little bit. Will this increase my points by a lot? Alright, we're almost done with the stables. Keep the allocations the same, because it doesn't tell you right now, but if you say, let's create a new budget, you're going to spend prestige for it. Yeah, so let's leave it be for now. We'll eventually start increasing the military budget to get more military personnel in from our governors. See, level 5, level 5. Yeah, we need to come back because they're just taking our places like crazy. Ooh, he could be a good knight. You can give me some money. It's just having that level 6 fort can be extremely frustrating. Alright, stables are complete. Head to the estate here. Max minute arm regiments. This is the one I wanted. Alright, are we going to make it in time? 14 days. Barely. Ooh, are we going to make it? Because I can cut them off here. Ah, we did make it in time. Sweet. This is a hard general to fight. Really high advantages here. And we should get another point fairly soon. Fight these forces back. Nice, 6%. Let's take some of our lands back. Alright, here we go. Never back down. A little extra advantage. Less casualties and more hostilitor experience gained. Do have some better knights, so... There's hostile armies in the rally points location. Okay. Alright. Can we get some better ones? Like, how do I switch them out? Oh, are they automatically providing the best ones? Is that what they're doing? Kinda seems that way. I can't really tell. Nice, we have another lever. Nice, she's bossy, which is perfect. Because then she could go the martial route. Alright, extra knights. Nice, and they're gonna get a lot of kills. Alright, a little extra stewardship. Alright, see, like our percentage is really starting to go up. I'm really glad we're promoting that so we can get those really special archers. Alright, let's 3x this. We need to start picking up the pace here. We're able to resupply as well coming back here. Alright, we turned up to 81%. I don't want to lay siege here, but I feel like I kind of do. Otherwise, I'm going to be wasting treasury swimming back and forth. Alright, folding pin complete. Nice, and that's eventually going to give us mat +2. Oh, increases the size, like how many men-at-arms we can have. Okay, I'm understanding it now. We're going to 4x this a little bit. It's going to take 17 months, so going to take a long time. Enemy ally joins the war. Alright, slow down a little bit. I do see enemy force approaching. We're going to teach this one son. Because he's a giant. That could actually be really helpful as an heir. 13 months. And then he's probably going to take that within no time as well. So that's going to be incredibly frustrating with all these high level forts. Yep, 5 months, 12 months. Alright, so I just want to leave a couple levies because I don't want this to be a complete waste, but I'd rather spend the treasury to go deal with this force, otherwise they're going to be doing constant back and forth. No other enemy forces. I always feel like there's something I can do. But I'm trying not to fill my court positions until we get that sweet empire. Is he still allied? He's not, but I do need to go take him before he gets into Confederacy. Confederation. Alright, taken. What level is this? 5, 5. Grab a drink. Okay, I've returned. Let's see here. This last city we take should give us the victory, but it might not. This one force is going to be incredibly annoying because, alright, 11 months. Because they could possibly get another city taken with that force. We have a decent amount of treasury. I try not to overspend if I don't have to. And plus, if we were doing like a stewardship build, I would be spending treasury like crazy to get it reinvested back into us. That's not going to be our main focus on this playthrough. I know that's what a lot of people are doing with like Japan and everything, going extremely tall. That's not what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using our martial might. Because I love martial. Martial is so much fun. And I play this game like a Total War player. Alright, we're going to 4x. This is going to take a long time. Still have 8 months. Okay, are all these levers? Ooh, 5% chance, no thanks. I think we kind of reach our limit on romancing, so let's actually start learning these languages. Learn this one since we're going to take a lot of their territory. Alright, 7 months left. Enemy force coming around, but I think we should be good. This should give us that victory once we actually take that. I really don't want this guy to get in Confederation too early. I gotta rush him next. He's feudal as well. Alright, Makaftama against defensive tunnels. Alright, so that's an extra influence, so why not? One thing is keep forgetting to check this. Check out my provinces. And I wonder if telling them to recruit men-at-arms is actually going to help. I think it passively will, not as much as I think. But give me more forces. Problem is, they become stronger in rebellion, so you gotta kind of pick your battles here. Household Guard, we want those extra knights. Alright, this war, will this end that war? Get the rest of these knights here. Having +4 knights, like, that's extremely strong. Like, I don't think y'all understand how powerful that is. Okay, intrigue, diplomacy or intrigue. Pretty sure I have a really high diplomacy guardian. I do. This Grand Chancellor here. About you, you're gonna be learning. Oh, hold on, let's see. Do we have a good steward or a good learner? We have both. So you're gonna be learning focused. Always like have the children lean into their strengths. Don't try to like overcomplicate things. Yes, we're coming strong with the knights. Yeah, I told you that would bring victory. Okay, and then we can't take it right now, but I eventually want to get this mining settlement for the gold it can provide. Now, we do have a lot of stuff going on. We do need to hold court, but I do need to go rush. I'm not going to invest in it because I want the rebellion to happen. You gain pet dog, extra prowess, 10 court. House King gains dog lovers for 30 years. But that's really expensive. I'm more of a cat person myself, but what gives me a good bonus? Give me the puppy. Common touch. Starting to become recognized now. Jeez, why is it not going up? Is it just me or am I doing something wrong? I could have sworn my legitimacy was way higher. Alright, we expanded that part in Balhae. We're going to save real quick. Alright, how close are we to unifying? We need 3 more, which is going to be this holy war we're going to conduct right now. Alright, we're going to name him Snow. Good puppy. Oh, we're part of the Great Steppe now, I guess? When did that happen? Alright, so we're going to approach, but don't get too close. We need to see how many units they actually have. A decent amount of men-at-arms. A little too much light horsemen for my taking. But it is what it is. Because there's so many mountains, there's so many hills. Hills is only -5 damage, but it's still a negative. And mountains just cripples horsemen altogether. This is one of the few playthroughs where I'm going to avoid horsemen. Simply because there's just horrible terrain. That's gonna be rough. Let's head in this forest right now. We're going that way we don't lose supplies, and we're waiting until our recently disembark goes away. Ooh, okay, so we might be able to lay siege. Our recently disembark should go away then. Excuse me. Another child where you're popping kids like crazy. Alright, let's hope my daughter gets eccentric. Eccentric is really, really good. There we go, that's my girl. Okay, do we have anyone good? We have someone excellent. Good or higher, and I'm filling it. We can get some nice military buffs from that. Average. I don't want average. Personal schemes. Don't want average people. Good. Nice, we're going to be able to intercept. We're in the mountains though, so that's going to be a little problematic. We are going to have some casualties. But it is going to force the other force to come in here to fight us. Yeah, horsemen are countering the bowmen, so that is convenient. And they're already movement locked, so we just had to wait here. Our glory is increasing, therefore also increasing our prowess. Look at our prowess, 48. Extremely high. Let's 3x this. Is there anyone I can duel? I can't duel anyone right now. I really want to do another tournament as soon as possible. I have to wait 4 more years though. Alright, waiting for the siege. Are any of these knights decent? What are our knights looking like? Yeah, they're already way high up there, so I don't need the other guys. We're so close. We just have to take this and we can actually get our own very own empire. How much gold do we have? We don't have enough gold. We have a decent amount of influence. Let's check this guy. Is he building yet? He's not. Alright, Scylla, how close are we? 36% already. So a little extra bonus is really helping. And we'll get a huge bonus. I mean, it's still going to take like, I think 5 or 10 more years till we can mix them. But it's really important to get those special archers. Okay, let's see here. Learning. Focused. Oh, and look, just like that. We're able to take Scylla. Alright, let's train for a tournament coming up. Where is it? I'm not going to be able to get in time, am I? Activity starts July. Oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. That's a shame. It's one of the downsides of leading your military. Like, every once in a while you're going to miss it because these don't pop up if you're in an army. Okay, so what are we missing here? I'm missing faith. I need a lot more faith. I do not have a lot. Alright, let's do some ransoming. But pilgrimages cost personal money, so that's not going to happen. So let's just get the latest examination done. Alright, so we get that. Our holdings are way higher here. Alright, we can't just give it to the children because they have to be adults and in a meritocratic government. I always just pick the option that gives me more prestige. Okay, but we're not gonna be stargazing at all. Okay, I guess we can kind of fill these up here. Get some more stewardship. Get some more legitimacy. Why not? Let's reduce our stress with the Jester. Alright, notify when available. Ooh, this guy's a giant. Yes, Kang, I do want you to be my leader. Yeah, let me save this guy. This guy's great. Oh yeah, he's awesome. Perfect. I'm gonna make sure he marries one of my daughters. Ah, dang, I couldn't convince him. Irritable is really, really good. You lose a little bit of martial, but the extra prowess is really awesome. And it blends really well with martial government. Alright, let's get the extra influence going. Really building up that noun. Oh yeah, just give me that extra prestige. Alright, let's check out our dynasty legacy. Where are we going to go with? I think warfare is the way to go. Is there anything else we're looking for? I kind of want the extra accolade from diplomacy. Number of knights. Accolades available. Monthly court grandeur chase. More say higher cost. Monthly prestige. But warfare is also really good. It's because it's nice to get that boom. One extra accolade. You're getting really, really strong. Yep, I'm convincing myself. We'll get it real quick. And then go down to warfare. Having that extra accolade can like dramatically increase the power of your men-at-arms. Nice, and then people are cheating, they could pay us, and then we send our children to study. Basically, you have to complete a child's examination in order to eventually work your way to being a governor. You have decent prestige. Can we do a tournament soon? Okay, we've learned that language. Let's learn Japanese. And I still have a lot to learn about governance. Like, I don't know anything about administrative. It's highly complicated and it's overwhelming. But it's strong. So I'm trying to learn it. Okay. Ooh, I'm trying to save piety. Like, why did I make that decision? I didn't need to do that. Okay, we might as well complete a hunt. We don't have enough, really, for a decent coordination. Hold on, there's gotta be a better hunt location. So ours is plus here. Ooh, look, this one. That's what we're gonna do. Make sure we slay the beast. And we want to max out our chances, get that high prestige, more legitimacy. Mountaineer, and then what else do we have to go through? Do we want to hire some guards as well? No, actually. Make sure we hire an ambassador. And we just need a mountaineer, right? Customize the route. We want to stop by, get the extra stewardship experience. Alright, mountains, extra danger. We should be okay. I don't think it'll be a big issue. You gotta take risk. Oh, we really need the extra PED. I don't know why I made that horrible mistake. Alright, another kid. We got a lot of giants going. Get that extra cultural acceptance. Alright, this guy's 29. Ooh, he's 29 prowess? Like, yeah, I'm gonna recruit him. Nice, I can win duels. Keep sending the children to do their exams. Okay, what else are we gonna do? Are we gonna go down Gallant? What are we going to do? Military career candidate score. Skills from spouse. Marriage acceptance. Peace acceptance. I really like the accolade glory gain because we're probably... I don't know yet. Army movement speed. Extra prowess. Extra martial. But we really need to go down the strategist route. That's really going to help us with our military. Try and get that maximized supply capacity so we can fight for longer. Alright, keep our money saved up. 35%. Jeez, how am I going to get this PED? Am I just going to have to wait forever? The last time I was playing as Korea, I was playing as learning, so getting the PED was absolutely nothing. So 500, jeez. I need to find a way to get this PED. And plus we declared a holy war, so that didn't really help. But I wasn't really paying attention. And I forgot that it requires PED the last time I played as learning. But I took that for granted completely. Alright, let's focus a little bit. Oh, I got a sickness. But we got a little bit of learning. Alright, hopefully we actually slay this beast. Alright, I want to get a wolf. Yeah, I really want this to work. That learning experience is nice, though. Focused attention. I'm gonna take the bonuses. Alright, I'll shoot it. Yeah, that's how we get it. Alright, is it any good? Increases our knight effectiveness. Got some more prestige, a little bit more legitimacy. Make our knights a little bit stronger. Not much, but something. Okay, how long till we can have another tournament? 2 more years. Jeez, I have no money. Treasury's doing fine. It's just personal funds, not so much. Alright, extra prestige. I'm probably gonna be able to change my culture a little bit though with all this prestige I'm getting. Okay, children are old enough to start learning these languages. Alright, send these kids to school. They can't even pass. Alright, PD's getting a little bit better. Oh, it's so expensive. Can we at least knock out a coronation? Holy site, capital. Ooh, nice! They switched it. So it used to be that coronations cost regular gold, but now it costs treasury. Now I know. Now I know. That's good to have. It was so annoying when I was first playing as Korea, and that coronations cost treasury. Let me make sure it's not because I'm this. No, it's not. Because it costs like 180 gold to max your coronation. Oh, that's awesome. That's great to know. Yeah, because we're kind of in a waiting period. We're waiting for a PD to go down, get some more gold. So maybe we can do a pilgrimage so we can get this empire going. We're going to get a lot of culture acceptance, hopefully, from this coronation. We're going to 4x this with a child. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of kids, and they're going to eventually, over time, become governors. I'm thinking just keeping this being tall and just tributizing everyone, and then they just have to pay gold to me. I've never played tall martial before. Alright, here we go. Okay, who's the Katans? What can they give me? Iron Cavalry can recruit Catacroft archers. Alright, heavy cavalry, the counter archer cavalry, the counter archers, and handgunners. That's extremely good. They're just bad in hills and desert mountains. So kind of counters the playstyle we're going for. So let's just make this notable. Really good, really good. Take that a little bit of tyranny so your magnificence doesn't go down. Okay, how good is this armor? It's not better than what we got. Yeah, let's just increase the bonus in case we don't reach the max. I'll just keep eyes on him. Yeah, I'm not going to get involved in that. It's not my business. What does Imperius give me? Extra prestige, stress, lose their opinion. Yeah, I'm not gonna let them hold it. I'm gonna hold it. Hopefully we can max out and get a lot more cultural acceptance. Looks like we're going to. Let's keep the allocations the same. And then we got rebellion here we could probably help fight against. Let's see. Increase to 65. Currently 50. Let me see here. I'm probably going to expand the realm quite a bit. I'm currently at 50. I have 20 years to expand it. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. I'll focus on expanding. I could probably start expanding to these isles over here. Let's get the bonuses. He's one of my vassals. Why is my wake a friendship? Not really getting any more men-at-arms, so telling them to recruit more I don't think really did anything. Okay, I'll take the little bit of diplomacy experience. Oh, nice. Even more culture acceptance. We're really getting to that point where we really have some nice archers. Ooh, let me get extra piety. We're almost there to the Empire. I got spoiled with learning, with being able to immediately get it as soon as I had the land. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, impressive coordination. We gained a decent amount. Okay, so that's more. We get more prestige. A little bit of legitimacy, and we got a lot more culture acceptance with other groups. Nice, and that's also going to passively increase our public order with a lot of these people. Alright, let's save a bit. Gonna go get a drink. Alright, I'm back, y'all. Okay, so we just did our coordination, and we really need to start expanding because we really need to honor this oath we have set. So can we declare war? We need 23 months left. Alright, how long until the current terminate? 16 months, so we can get some wars in. Bring them under tribute. So all we can really do is holy wars, and we want to save our piety. So expanding the realm probably wasn't the best decision, was it? I mean, we'll eventually get enough piety to expand. We need to do a pilgrimage real quick. Pious pilgrimage. We can do a really quick one here. Ooh, that's so... It's ridiculous how much how expensive it is. Alright, remove Mountaineer. Keep the Culture Ambassador so we can get the extra 1%. And get a little bit of piety. Hopefully we can get to it. Completely focus on piousness. Alright, we're already at 46% with Scylla, but we gotta get to 100 because of that stupid culture tradition we have. Nice, we almost have enough. How much do we need? 500? We just need to head back. And that's gonna give us some extra piety as well. so we can start expanding. Living off the land. Start spreading these holy wars over here. Oh, I did say I was going to deal with these peasants. But I need to wait for the pilgrimage to be done, because I'm not sure if I join this war, if it's going to ruin the pilgrimage. Yeah, because there's some more rebels over here. Nice, we became a rightful ruler. We're on our way back. Alright, offer to join war against this peasant uprising. Same over here. I will help y'all deal with these rebels. Alright, we don't need that big of an army. We're going to ping upkeep for no reason. Alright, we've learned Japanese. Oh, it looks like China's starting to break. We do need to learn Chinese. And nice, we can finally unite our empire. Another great coronation is in order. Okay, does it change anything as well? Corriedo? Yeah, why not? We'll change it. Yeah, there we go. We finally got an empire going. And look, our treasury is going to increase massively. Alright, we can create an accolade as well. Alright, we're looking for archery ones. I saw gunner. I want to see if there's one that has archer and gunner at the same time. There's gunner again. Gunner. Gunner. Come on, give me archer. Give me archer. We're not going to get that. Alright, so we're going to take one of the gunner ones. This one has gunner and tactician. Tactician's really good. Contender's also really good. Hold on. Legion modifier, Hassler tree experience. But Tactician's really good too. Tactician is kind of more important because we got men-at-arms counter efficiency, even better, and you get more martial, and you're able to go through the martial tree quickly. I just don't like it as a secondary. I really like that as a primary. Yeah, just a flat bonus being able to... Yeah, let's go with Contender, because I like Tactician as a primary. Contender can come and go. It's a nice little bonus. Alright, hold on, let's think about it this way. Archer, Gunner, Tactician, Contender... Tactician, Contender. Valiant's a good one. Alright, now do we have a Gunner Valiant one? Huntsmaster. Because you gotta think about the secondary can disappear at any time. So you really gotta focus on what your primary is going to be. Like, here's a good one here. Gunner. Marauder's a decent secondary. It's a nice little advantage to have. Disciplinary, levy maintenance, levy reinforcement, and hostile county attrition reduction is really good. And also stalwart, just extra travel safety, and just little general toughness. But mentor is really good. The train commander's occasionally increases a knight's astulator experience. That's also extremely good. There's so many good ones here. Alright, I'm going to go with Mentor because I really like focusing on knights. Extra knight, really good stuff here. Alright, we have our own empire set up. Anything to really do yet? Lash out in case we get stressed out. We can also pet the cat. But yeah, there's that. We have our own empire set up. It's going really well. We're going to be doing a lot of expanding to meet our oath in the next video. If you've watched this video, I really appreciate y'all standing by and watching. And as always, come be my neighbor.